Hey guys, and we are back with another Wi-Fi battle, this time versus Hlaalu93. Make sure to check him out, link in the sidebar, and especially this time it's on Soul Silver. This battle is of the UU variety, also have thrown in some random pokes from in-use and a special custom-made poke that Tharls2 made for me. So, here we go. I lead off with Quipson, which is my Frostless, and he leads off with a Dawn Fan. I go for a taunt predicting the Stealth Rocks, and he falls for it, which is good prediction on my part. I go for a Spikes, knowing that I have a Sash and I can survive a Stone Edge or Earthquake that he uses, but he uses Earthquake, which is fine. And it actually doesn't get me down to my Sash, which I'm kind of surprised. And he predicts the Destiny Bond, and I know that I can stay in because he might be Scarfed, and he might outspeed me, so yeah, I just stay in and I go for another layer of spikes. Because the Destiny Wand would have stayed. And he goes for a Aqua Jet, crits, didn't matter. And I go into Ribbit, because I know a lot of Azumarils are Choice Banded that have Aqua Jet. And I set up a Swords Dance on the Switch. So I'm thinking right here, maybe I can KO with Cross Chop, but it was a bad play on my part to go with Cross Chop. If I would have gotten a crit, I might have swept his whole team. I don't know. It might have changed the game if that got a crit. But anyway, I can't rely on crits. But he goes for the Earthquake, just to be smart, not go for a Stealth Rock or something. If he did go for the Stealth Rock, that I could have I could have easily taken out his Dawn Fan, though. And I go for the Hidden Power Fire, predicting the switch. But he plays smart, stays in, and he actually lives. He goes for the Rapid Spin, takes away the spikes, which was pretty bad for me. So I go for another Hidden Power Fire if he decides to switch again, and I know it'll KO anyway. So that's a Dawn Fan taken out, and he goes out into Moltres, and I'm fearing the Overheat, and I go out into Hanzi, which is a specially bulky, toxic stalling Altaria. And he goes for an Overheat, and it does barely over 100, which is actually really cool. So I like this thing, and I predict the switch and go for a Toxic, but he goes into a Registeel, so it really sucks. And I go for a Flamethrower, and he was worrying right there because it was special, but I got a crit, so it didn't do very much. So this thing, I probably need to put some more EVs into special attack and more than rather bulkiness. So he T-waves me, and I was pretty angry about that. And he switches out on the Flamethrower. And he gets burned, which is really good for me, but pretty bad for him because Miss Mages are pretty much sweepers. So he sets up a sub, and I go for a Dragon Pulse, knowing he's gonna go for a sub. And it doesn't take out the sub, so I really need to put some special attack EVs in this thing, get it more powerful. And he goes for a Calm Mind, and I get a Parahax right there, which really sucks. Might have taken out that sub a little earlier, and got some more damage on it. And he goes for another Calm Mind. I get the Dragon Pulse off this time, and I don't know if it mattered, but I got a crit, and it took out the sub, so which is good for me. He's still getting burn damage, which is really helping me. And he goes for a Shadow Ball, and it goes down, 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 down into a Ring of Fire with a crit. I don't know if that mattered, because I think I'm max special defense, or, like, I think I have, like, 180 special defense EVs with, like, Calm Nature. I don't know. So I go into Regigigas, and he Hidden Power Hidden Power Fightings, and I don't know if this mattered, but he gets a crit right there, too. So I was like, oh my god, this really sucked for me. So this Miss Magus is basically sweeping my whole team. I have, like, nothing to counter it. So I go out into Spaghetti, which is my, Tangrowth, and I'm not expecting to survive this, but I actually do. And I get an Energy Ball off, which will take it down to where it's in burn damage KO range. So I finally take out that Miss Magus, and I only have 2 pokes left, and he brings in a Venusaur. I was wondering if I could outspeed, I'd get off the Sleep Powder, and maybe on the switch I could bring in Shiftry and set up a nasty plot. But I know he'll take me out with Sludge Bomb, so I just go for Hidden Power Ice here. And it gets a crit, didn't matter. I wouldn't have KO'd anyway. I mean, I didn't KO with the crit, and I wouldn't have KO'd without it. But he goes for a Sludge Bomb there to KO me. Good game, Hlaalu, and I'll see you guys next time for more Wi-Fi battles and playthroughs.